bongun koto mayangu nangin ni roko jo iseseni TV East jaijo tomo program wok Airabet wok jai tamtama kironi kamera kede abajan areba pesen ne keun na akwa nako Uganda ni jai kit ni busakite jai kiti jo kingangi na akonya riengun ara kia riengun ara joda dungun bere ay ruaka kin be nyobe swama so ne jai tamtam akirone beta swama wine bon be pone bani le mnor koto ma Tunis ile kopto kopana nani jai tamtam akirone lo sakonya pon la gauna Uganda ay atanakin ay jai kapun anwange takin ay funding financially le Carlo ilukum nyara kaisare kedi yare kedi lukum nyara kaisare kedi uni ido kopana jai ne kere honorable chole le redi su kansela lego kitunga labia koto ma o district la Muria ak jai tatambe pone ban bad adol na dokera ina ne chamsana toni kwa puno district anada jenjo district kesde educate kapun la je ne jasi lo apolok o Uganda ya pesin lo apolok ni Nigeria kapunu kere revenue lo Uganda e gewni o kwa o district amerona itebe te bitunga leta solo sine lo kujibon factory lo kujibon ne jasi revenue sluda lelo mete otoma osokoni nyo jasi pone ban ne dum ne district revenues
na solid jibolo baka local revenue
the
local revenue is majorly recollected osokoni kato ne jayo oyijo nyamgurok ejayo wera ejayo barlela and other small markets then you have also the trading licenses or center na neni tungangulo just the businesses then idumuni jo ejitungalu just kulalu poko the district can lease out to land or can give out to hire so all that amounts to local revenue but the most sensitive one it's the one of the market. Once you tamper with the markets, I can tell you, and you give the same political head, you will under-declare what is collected. Ebuni alimori, kapuni dis, mamelo sa limori kapunu lu abate, lu elosinesi aituku. Esidumna jobonbe erono for us as leaders to involve ourselves in contracts. You have seen classrooms collapsing. You have seen fences, Mama Daunun. You have seen a pitla tree in Mama Daun. Nara the political leadership in the district. The other critical thing is the procurement of the district. I think the IGG and other state organs need to pick a lot of interest to understand that the dirt which happens down there needs to be brought to book. And I can tell Jakatomuya, other districts that have excelled is not only about markets. You can also reach out to development partners at the national level. I can tell you in terms of roads, I mean JICA, Japanese International Corporation, so I'm routine. As a chairman, because the president of the district is the chairman, you can write and seek a meeting with the country director JICA. You can also ask the Japanese ambassador. You can ask the Swedish, to avail with the program. The Scandinavian countries like Denmark, Poland, and Scotland, etc. They have enough experience in terms of managing cooperatives. And you realize that a no 99 to work down and a doom opportunity in a job, we must also encourage them to save. They can save in form of cereals. They can also save in form of money. And that requires you to have a multi-purpose cooperative. And how do you do that? How do you manage that? You must partner with a correct country which has got a background, which has got a knowledge, which has got experience. And the well-known countries in terms of cooperatives are the Scandinavian countries. Therefore, the chairman of the district must at least have a bit of experience in terms of diplomacy and international relations. The chairman of Operorite, Oponeke, Esidalope, I rucha kekiro, and why am I society ninguno kwap, and tunganyo.
So how is this now? This comes to the point and anigeuria limuntu igeono ne program ebe jai ibore baka ebe dollar second kate chairman. There should be quality. So how do people know? Chairman. How do people know?
First of all, I don't want to to pass judgment and us to wash our dirty lilies here in this television, it doesn't make sense. But what is critical now, how do we help TESO? Regardless of a political party, regardless of education level, regardless of you being a minister, it all need or TESO. How do we resolve the crisis of this debt and no affecting to Malore? I have given you opinion. Opinion number one, I am not going to tell you the districts, but I can tell you a living testimony. Ojara Mapendus, the current member of parliament in Igulu, either West or what, the former chairman, worked very hard to ensure that he implemented the Mao's strategy. Chairman Mao, the current Minister of Justice, he was once the LOC 5 of Gulu. They were able to do fairly good job. The former LOC 5 of Mbale Mujazi also did a tremendous job as far as local government in Bugisu and in Mbale. Even championing that cooperative to stand, he worked hand in hand with the Inasa Nandala Mafabi to ensure that the FDC, the NRM syndrome, did not affect the development of Bugisu. So, a poll oni luaduikat actionist teso nesebeta los tikinga to ask itungalo kinga bejationist teso to ask. There are very many NGOs building schools. Recently, the Her Excellency, the Vice President, he commissioned a school in Palam, supported and funded by the Japanese government. So the role of the chairman is the president. I can tell you, the chairman is the president of the district, no doubt about it. But you have also seen worldwide presidents who are there by luck. You have also seen that worldwide. So it doesn't mean that when you're a councillor, you know everything. No. It doesn't mean that when you're a chairman, you know everything. No. You must be able to be flexible and come to town here in Kampala and call on that I have a very big problem with the teenage pregnancy. The chairman should be very flexible to call Honorable Musa Ichweru. You should be able to allow it a leap. Or sorry to fail. You don't need to wait for the budget. The budget might not come again. It or to put the polo quality borrow. Mama budget a minimum. I could not get chairman peluri amona funding it will. Or sorry, or not going to ilita sakwatakai. I couldn't routine. Or sorry, after receiving the fuel, you assemble all equipments of Kapelebio, of Katakwi, of Soroti, and yours in Amuria. For I am using example Amuria. If you to grade the routine, or touch it up I touch just operators, I mean the grade operators. Kisirila Pugan, you don't hire a government equipment when you are doing a government work. So all roads in this country are for government. They are not private roads. So our biggest challenge is to understand. They talk about your network is your net worth. To trust a John Sana Limerajo. Imeraja cancel about your vice chairman. It's temporal. You must be able to recognize humanity. You must be able to understand the question of unity and do the people's mandate. After 5 years, the people may choose. So it's up to us, the leaders of TESO, to a little bit reduce the political flag. I sort of need to lift the economic flag I sort of need to champion how do we make TESO a better place. Be a pedalon kapa TESO. Be a pedalon kapa itungao to develop the economy that is sustainable. I have given you an example that if pedalijo to partner with an international company o China be yongo tesone konboro kere yongo sagwelari how comes that IEP which is produced at Namamve Renzori water can go paka South Sudan, can go paka Kasese border, can go paka Karenga, can go up to Kabong. You need to provide economic leadership in Teso sub-region so that the people, the younger people, the person who collects revenue is government, and the mother of the citizens in Uganda is government. But you have the apparatives. That's why you have ministers, you have the judges, you have what? Kwenye bero ni kapo ni ijayo nilo loko de arering install tepegeta gane chak. I am a member of the DP. Mamu de position edit of party. Be apela ngeto some position. Ila ina ngola suban.
What is your position in the party?
Arang special envoy. So ibo le polo neso ni ampedo la swam kapa itunga asoto ni aingichibe aibe jiboro lu pedoro ni ere ikin kapa tekere aibo ejega ebu ikonya potone morkikinos epotu fulani sa potone morkikinos anugo ni kotoro ni morkikin ojationis konye kwane jai in napaina on bali mamationis konye jationis kwapo pereti toni lolo itunga iche pereta tenge toni lolo mami tunga iche perorete aitachi school fees toni lolo mami itunga perota do mna mukyani konye balo ni be bina pa na teso au abonga ipuchu teso I put, let me tell you, peace and prosperity au pase kudo wali mukinjo lolo mame kora ino enda pakina saado sata inyama konye wanyuno pone somi ajo pone lo itendo rija jok pone lo jari jo e biscuit la chop e jo global market e mama boy siti na ipwa chok no teso ade pari ngora ade pari kumi ade pari bukedia kuno wali mukini jo lolo if Pedro need to ask Reham and other companies that make biscuits and animal feeds. Bosipokisi so a factory kumi. I sort of to identify another second industrial park. I mean for South Teso, so that we're able to compete. Achapake biscuit ojijima. We can be able now to cut off. I mean some goods related. Alom no teso. Apete tukane amojo ne boka ke chok. Be kona ka choko no puko e kilo kane rilu kumniari. E kilo la chok e pedori e reun 150 kilos. E inakini jo idi ministrando sauza. Ija agula achoit ane a piece na achoit. Ane kampa lukumniari na tina to meet. Idum jo ne pay the same price and nubonyi bunya jo teso e loading a chok. Ipuko yare etarano do pepuko doja itacha iditonga lukumna kaisauni lukumna kaisangon de balete soto be kamoit ayaungo e kamoit mamjili mon e kamoit e kone moit konye kwane de uskapunu bongori jo e non politician sinyo is simu e nara de ana we kone moit. You only had the sense to economize it, but you don't have sense to save money. So that calls for lack of economic leadership. Kutonga limokini jo. E mameto onitunga lwe pedo rete atuko kinate kere osote ichoro o waila kiriano. Mami tunga kere pupete radio. Kutonga limokini jo. Mama oni pedo even to knock out the tomatoes out. Onions out, green pepper out. If we have economic leadership, that will task the government to open the dams. Il loto yo captura e create lu in small valley dams. I valley sama inen nele takipe kichot. Deo kwane sebetilo out e choko e jenbe beji kateso. Every Saturday alimoni wojo it will be the money taberu. How many people are wedding? A jai, matoke nyamiyo konye kopani other homes ije matoke konye limonja teso be mwana teso. You see climate change is a global problem, a global challenge. We have no excuse today to say that Teso is hot. I can tell you, when you go to Karenga, Kabong, Idumuni Jo, in Natana Okola Mamai, Ikotose Skuma, Ikotose cabbage, Ikotose Irish, it beats my understanding that what is wrong with Atekere. In your Iborero, Atekere. Atekere must be able to understand that amidst our differences, there should be progress. Achelasi, Ajasi, we should be able to move in the region forward. Otherwise, Mujula no Siboro.
Now, Irajo Lamuria, Irajo Leader Muria, I wanted to ask you, have you thought of making a Muria model district at your capacity?
First of all, Ajasi Pejo Kuluma Malusalimo, Laporutos, Potiriamos Kaitonga, Grupo Kere, and Anitamitiso, I took in farmers Kere, Berry Lamuria, and the neighboring districts. So I tame lip Uganda Development Bank, I nakini so achomanu nuichuete aborota nuichuete sunflower. We also in touch with the Onach Joseph, I would say Wash and Wheels, a key company is Somaya tractor now, I mean Gweli Kagulanar, workable tractors. It's not about mutually trying. It's about us, the leadership of TESO. Our biggest identity is TESO. Then now we move to our districts. How can we learn and how can we tolerate each other? Arikotoni, TESO, arukokini ko delango, arukokini ko chuli. Kopana yongita yoni, narai eji position sule poloko. Konye epede de sao, unacheka. Epede de nyo, sao. Mami tunge pedo rete kupani, alimukina ni ngojo. Hida hawa netele kari kiere, tiore makingoni, idumone 100 out of 100. Imame department lo, imame tunila polo. Konye, eja ipete mpira rono. Eji tunga, ebepegit. Ne mama kota chamu bi, itiaka koni. The differences are normal. Differences are healthy. But to which degree do we portray Kaponi Lu Nanga? There should be a limit. There should be completely a very, very good understanding among leaders. These are not the first leaders. Jakatomoya, Ajobwangorine, Ajay Anyotine, Ajay Shabanine, Ajay Jalo Pachipach, Nijepolo Maria. So this is not the first set we are seeing. Konibore Paul, which legacy will they be remembered? Baparasano Unijaron for the Speaker, Vice President, Ochole, Akrono Potiswamaunos, Ebomuye Swamai. And you have a role as you, you have a role to use this platform to change it also. You are not going to sleep. It was Omaete. A television a new etodon borolu a doketa ketch also the borolu a boy socket na yuting o baby pero joda eto soma a television ilo also di aruchoki ni teso aruchoki ni ka Uganda karuchoki ni ka che kwap anyu ndabonbi inyo ibo pedoroni aswam are menon kapateke na teso ai nyich neja itesa lositi asoto na palare kutonga limokini jo ebuni tesa paikini ationis idwe itunga idisi beda urete kaoni disesi meda uni konye the primary goal of leadership is to apply the equity law, distribution of resources. Anyu na bonbe teso kere amburia da keri beda un merebo bojo bete mulo bon etelalo no ana yari bori nyina tekera kuno limo kini jo na arai mama ni chamut ai yontingare no dobo kwani ngare no koda abongo to fight ejielo kwap top leaders are fighting with the councillors of kwap councillors are fighting with top leadership. Where will it take us? I have a big respect for my leaders, but I don't fear my leaders. Now I fear the one who destroys the soul, not the one who destroys the body. So my conclusion in the show, akotonga ilipi on kapata kere awanyon da boni webinyara uni the Teso Economic Conference, and we're discussing very critical issues. We are the only region without the agenda. Actually, I have their document. They have actually agenda. Lango, they have the agenda. Buganda, they have the agenda to recover their land, the government to pay their money, blah, blah, blah. And they have built their rallying point in Kabaka. So only that we must make our institution very strong. Mamoni pedorubo our son, background temolkino pibira ngina. Imambi temolkino osawe. Yalama.
Kurengesha lamkinjo nachi Ochole Moses, district councillor la Muria. Oraida bo legwe kiti councillors lo Teso Kere, oraida bo envoy, special envoy le party local Democratic Party. Anu jadu muna paki kona bunerene aimoroka show, amisikite ngobe beti ya polo rara Amerika, to mapaka nesupana, amuno kinorio na joka, kolota we jiri la jokan, ilotojo musugun. Ijoli seseno kingangina, nekwa nangisanga kini keda oke program otoma Airabet walk, otoma para ni kana alolo. Nekote ngesinyi kwe kinyo bongo salte jiseseni TV East, eja sache omission iroko jijata project wekino Facebook page kosi, lo TV East, arebo jalos ti YouTube, TV East Uganda. Arema mjidu muniti decoder no kozuku, pero la losto eduka le dunya tari yotetere jitu panikini programs lukere o tetere mamjoi twaniari adi kiroi. Lolo ija itamtam akiron kamana kede apesen ne keun anuko Uganda ne kwa nadol ne peta 79 trillion ne utara amumbi ngaibo kwa nebeta tacha pesena na ukaruba nebe turangeta kina tacha pesena ngesa tamteja kairo chola imoro kedo ne punelo pedoro Uganda ngongara pesena na keda touch omamitunga eridakina kota munu knojo aparan na jokan ido ijai keda numu ne baga jasaina na kineta unite mu TV East anujo lo iseseni ne busakiri jaswa mngezi ya tupiti ne otomo television jakini yo poneli pedoro yo dai telekar ay numu me baga kede konekal ari pero ye recording akona kwa otomo smartphone ne raje poneli mina kitor jas TV ise pole jata raina peta rebe programs lukata ban Airabet walk nyobe mina kiti yo to Airabet walk nyobi kotojo yata kinai eto gogo ngor kotoma Airabet walk tetere gewune karulo tetet le bundi le karulo lukum nyara kaisare kedi wuni apedorte jana kin jojok o mame adio isugu ikina to sala kota munukuno jo ebe ojaila suban kajo.